Afternoon, everyone. This is Matt over at WallStreetLiveChat.com. Well, after a nice solid day of selling today, the markets, have retreated a little bit. So I want to take a look at SPY, where really a lot of us are trading it. We actually started trading with the puts in this area here. And, so far it's working out very well for us. I mean, it's been a great trader, nice and liquid. This week has been extremely liquid, as you can see with these candles. You have to love that. A couple things I want to start to take notice of, and I want the members to see, and anyone else if they're around. After breaking, this double bottom, we came back up again, came over here, and we just have a mess on our hands. There's a lot of uncertainty out there with Japan saying that things aren't working out the way they should be. People worried about QE ending, and so on and so forth. A lot of people are talking right now that tomorrow everything's going to roll over and collapse. Well, I don't see it, and I'm going to tell you why. Now, looking at the daily, okay. We had a nice solid candle. We ended very hard right here. It was a nice hard landing. We ended at low of the day. If you look over here, we have a gap, okay? Just a little gap. And as I said to the members, that this is where we will probably hit. We should come in this area and close this and head back up again for some consolidation. Where to the upside, if you look at a 15-minute chart, which I'll do in a minute, I'll explain to you where I think we're going to go. But as of right now, I think tomorrow we have come down, closed the gap at 160, and we start to head back up again. Now, looking a little bit longer term, I think we're going to start to, the summer's coming. It's that time to start peeling off. Your RSI is at 32 right now, so you're very oversold on the daily. So I think we come down, should bring us right to the 30 RSI, somewhere in that area, and then start to head back up to the upside. But I'm pretty certain we're going to close that 160 gap. We've been making note of it for about a week now, since the last big push. All right, now if we move this over to, let's go down to a 15-minute chart real quick. We'll come in here. And how many days do you want to put here? Yeah, we'll just keep it the way it is right now. Okay. All right. What I'm seeing on the 15-minute chart, okay, I'm going to open this up a little bit more. We have an upper gap to fill at 163.50. Okay, so after we come down, drop another $1.27, close that gap. Okay, we're going to shoot back up, and I think we're going to break. We're going to hit up here in the 163.50, and then start to head lower again, and that'll reset our relative strength index also, because we're at 30 now. By the time we drop another buck or so, then we're going to come down. But we have this upper gap, and I think that's where our bounce is going to be. It'll make for a nice trade if you're trading these. Okay, long term, I say, go out September or August, and go for 142.50. I think we're gonna get down there, and I'll explain that in a second. But if you're day trading, what I'm looking for is you're gonna get some resistance here with this double top, okay, and come down a little bit, and then shoot back up, okay, and then we're gonna come right into the 163.50, close this solid gap, and then start to retreat again. Your RSI will probably be right in the 70 area for that. So from there, that's what I see for your day trade. But if you're looking at the big picture right now, people are taking their money out, and why not? We've been flying, absolutely flying. So as you can see, if we're running off the tops of these peaks throughout the day, you see where we're landing. Okay, we're landing right at the 163.50, and then we're going to retrace down again. We're going to stay in the downtrend. We're not going to break this to the upside unless there's some significant event that will change that. Every gap gets filled. See this gap? This gap was filled this gap was filled. Came back up, closed that gap. Come back down, came back down. Here's another gap. We're going to come back up. It's a very simple process. Just let it work. Let the stock work for you. Plan every trade out, and it'll make for an easy day for you. Taking a look at the weekly. Okay. Yep, these were old lines we drew. Here we are. It's one of those things. Triple top. This candle right here told you. Said, please buy puts or please short me. That's what this candle told you. Okay? And then not piercing it up over here. And here we are coming down again. Significant support on the weekly, about the 155 area. But bringing it out a little bit further, you have the 200-day down here, the 50-day, and everything else. Okay? There are, I think on the monthly we have a gap. No, it's a daily. Let me get back to the daily. Okay, on the daily you have the 160, extending it out a little bit more. If you look right here above the E, we have a gap right here, 128. Okay, I don't think we're going to hit that. I really don't, but maybe eventually. But what I'm really focused on is a good sized gap right there. Let me see if I can extend this out for you a little bit. Yep. All right. See this gap right here? Okay. So, I think by the end of the summer, this is where we're going to trail off to. That's my thought process. There's some resistance. There's going to be some great trading days. You get all these bottoms right here at 154. Once that 154 is broken, it's smooth sailing down to 142. But again, what's your relative strength index? You're down at 32 now, so you're expecting a bounce to the upside. All right. Come July, I think we're going to start to really peel off at a rapid rate. Summertime. So we have this one down here that we want to get to. We have this support here that we want to get to. And this gap fill first at 160. And we'll play for the upside. And if you want to follow along with us, join us at wallstreetlivechat.com. Come on in the chat room. It's free. Bunch of great traders in there. We're flipping these like pancakes, as we should be. And everybody's doing really well. All right, this is Matt. We'll see you later.